Hello, universe. How are you doing today? Right. As you can tell by the opening screen, we are doing some Hearthstone today. Haven't done it for a while, but figured I want to get in before Friday's Spider-Man stream. So yeah, so small bit of housekeeping. I won't be streaming on Thursday because I'll be streaming on Friday instead. Friday I shall be streaming Spider-Man. I know all the reviews are out for it. I know everybody else is talking about it and stuff and things. So as a streamer, it's not exactly going to be like I'm doing anything overly new. But hey, it'd be me playing it. It'd be my reactions to it and stuff and things like that, if you're interested. So as for today, actually for Hearthstone. Hello, Mr. Hearthstone. Where are you? Hearthstone. Oh, for some reason it's not working. I have to close it down. For some reason it's not working. Let's restart the Battle app. That's very strange. I'm normally a lot more ahead of it than that. Let's try again. Hearthstone. You gonna work for me today? Yes, no, maybe so. It seems to be working. There we go, that's better. Cool. So, yeah, so Hearthstone today. Yeah, turns out Death Rattle Hunter, not so good. Well, not so good at the European playoffs that happened weekend just gone. Yeah, really underperformed apparently. That and Zoo really underperformed. So, Tempo Mage, wait, they're pretty good. I'm not playing Tempo Mage. I'm not playing any aggressive decks. In fact, I'm going to be playing the exact opposite of aggressive decks today. I'm going to be playing some Odd Warrior. I sort of vaguely started. I did my one test of it last week. Hello, Hearthstone. Hearthstone all broken on me. There we go. Yeah, started to play it last week, but then the reset got in the way, so I don't like playing at the end of the season. I am never going to go for HCT points. I'd like to achieve Legend at some point, just so it's hey, it's something I've done. Hey, well done, I've reached Legend. Maximum rank I've ever reached is rank 5, so it'd be nice to be able to push past that at some point. If God of War and Warframe hadn't come in the way, then that is probably what I would have been playing over the summer and trying to make the push over the summer when I was streaming all day, but not so much now. Right. If this is Odd Rogue, then I'm alright. If it's Miracle, it could go either way. If it's Quest, I'm probably screwed. Either way, I don't want these three. I'll keep the Mind Control Tech, because against both Odd and Quest, it could be okay. Not brilliant. Those are better tools. If it's Quest, actually, Super Collider is going to be really good. It's Odd. There we go. None shall survive. Odd versus Odd. Hey. Hey. Well, he kept the middle card. There it is. So, 1 drop on 1. That's what they'll have. 1 drop on 1. Right. Basically maximize my board clears and things. This is a classic run them out of stuff. So the 2 Dynamatics are really good. Probably going to end up wanting to coin one of those on turn 4. Whilst they've got least health as possible. I could potentially see me coin... Oh, yeah, that's getting shield slammed. I was going to say, I could potentially see myself going armor up shield slam on if he presents a decent target. This Flappy Bird. Yeah. That's getting shield slammed. And now I hope he puts less than another 3 health minion on the board. So that when I coin Dynamatic, both of his minions die. Another 3 health minion on the board. Is he going to put another 1-drop though? Yeah, I don't know that so much, but... Let's just hope all the Dynamatics go here, but if not... I mean, I'm still putting a 3-4 on board, which is really good. So, we coin Dynamatic. 2, 3, 3! Hooray! Pretty much perfect result. I really couldn't have asked for much better than that. Killed 2 minions. I couldn't kill more than 2 minions, and I killed a 3-3. That's pretty much perfect result. Thank you, Dynamatic. Couldn't really have done much better than that. This is going well. This is going well. This is a good start. I am pleased with the start. I don't really ever want to play the Giggling Venter unless I've got an answer for Blood Knight, because he drops Blood Knight and I'm dead. What are you doing here? Wow. Alright, and we trade here and play the Direhorn. Seems pretty good to me. And then Vile Spine on either of these is a bit naff. 1-drop Vile Spine. I mean, that's what he's going to go for, but... And then he's going to attack. But then I'm going to Dynamatic him! Way! And I have the board back again. The only problem is if the Dynamatic hits... It misses on all 4 of here. I suppose that's the biggest issue. It's going to kill something, no matter what. It'd be great if it killed the Vile Spine. But maybe not. The alternative is I just play the 6-9, but then another Vile Spine really starts to wreck me. I can always play the Direhorn Matriarch afterwards with a tank up if I need to. Heck, I wouldn't even mind Zolring another one of these bad boys. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I do think killing one of his minions... Let's just kill, 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 kill. Sweet. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, we're locking this game up pretty well. It's turn 7. I'm still at full health with some decent resources. I do not care about that in the slightest. He can Blood Knight it if he wants, but I don't care about that in the slightest.
A tactical error.
Not really. We're going to mind control tech. Not brilliant, but hey ho. Do we shield block now? Do we shield block? I think we shield block. Another shield block. I mean, technically I should do that first. The thing is, always draw first. You should always draw first. If you're going to draw, you should always draw first. But I mean, technically I had another random effect there. Drawing is considered random. And the theory is if you've got a random effect, you should do that first. Now, I mean, he's going to clear my board, but again, I don't care. Because he has to trade most of his board and stuff and things to do that. He's using damage on my minions instead of on my face. And that's the point. I don't care about that. Stone is good. I think we'll take the Direhorn because we can play the Matriarch this turn. So, and then I can follow up with Direhorn Shield Block if I need to, or I can follow up with Direhorn Zola if my Matriarch lives, which is probably what I'd want to do. So, because he basically needs the other Vile Spine to get rid of this Matriarch. There you go, the other Vile Spine. That's fine. Could really do with one of my brawls. Or a Reckless Flurry. Mega Assembly's not quite what I'm after. There we go, there's the brawl. Punk. That'll do. It'd be great if one of the 1-2 lives. As long as the Thug doesn't live. There you go, one of the 1-2s. Perfect. There you go, that's pretty good. I'm still in a fantastic position. I'm still in a brilliant position here. So, that's fine. I don't care about that in the slightest. Should we play the other Stonehill Defender, see what we get? Yeah. Phantom Militia. I could play 2 Phantom Militias and the Omega Assembly. Probably not. I'll probably take the Diehorn. The Diehorn's good because it's 5 mana. How many cards have I got? 7, so I can play this. That's not great. No, actually, no. They're all okay. Let's play the Diehorn, see what we get off it. Those are not great. Those are really not great. Taunt, I don't care about Taunt stuff. Those are really some of the weak ones. I don't want Taunt, it's already got Taunt. Stealth, that kind of defies the point of being a Taunt minion. I mean, it's +++1. It could have been Wind Fury, which would have been worse, I suppose, because if it was Wind Fury, it's like, well, it's just going to die now. I was kind of hoping for health, poisonous, or attack. Oh, wow. Well, he got really lucky there. Sort of. Because the Dynamatic... But the problem is, because he took 1 damage on the Baku's now going to die to the Diehorn. And Cold Blood. Oh, I suppose you can Cold Blood it down now. That's one way to do it. Yeah. I mean, he's still got a trade there. Unless he's going to dagger up and... Oh, that's not bad. He's doing well there. He's still got some gas. The good thing for me is I have Super Collider, which is really, really good. Because Super Collider, now if I attack the Van Cleef, they kill each other. Which is really awesome. Then play the other Diehorn, and we're done. And this is why I picked the Diehorn over the other one. Because it's 5 mana, and it means you can play multiple 5 mana cards in 1 turn. And that really does make a difference. So, great. Valspine. I was going to say, you don't have another Valspine. What are you on about? But now Super Collider can kill your board. But now Super Collider can kill your board. But now Super Collider can kill your board. Like that. Taunt Lifesteal, because I can. Armor up, another mech. And this is what we call winning against Dog Road. Because he's very, very out of gas. He's probably got another Vicious Fedling, probably another Giggling Inventor, another Hench Clan Thug. There we go. I had all the life, and I didn't want to play the Giggling Inventors. He didn't have the Blood Knight. I mean, he may have just drawn it then, I don't know. But he didn't have the Blood Knight. But if he had, that could have presented a problem. Without an immediate way for me to get rid of it, that would have really presented a really bad problem for me, because I didn't have Shield Slam, I didn't have Brawl, I didn't have enough armor to make Reckless Flurry any good. So Darius Crowley could have been decent in that matchup as well. I don't mind that third thing. Right, Jaina. I think those are all really good. I'm assuming it's Tempo Mage. If it's Big Spell Mage, well, I suppose it's down to who gets their hero card first. Big Spell Mage we're kind of hit and miss with. Tempo Mage I'm also favoured matchup. This deck is just really good against all aggro decks. This is just really good against all of them. It's the mid-range decks or the combo decks. Combo decks I'm dead. Combo decks I die to. I actually think I'm tempted to keep this whole hand, because the 1-drops, Omega Assembly essentially isn't a 1-drop. It sort of is if I was pushed. Eternium Rover is the real 1-drop, but I actually think this is really good. I actually am going to keep this whole hand. Oh, I only kept 1 card. I don't know if that's good or bad, but
None will survive.
like I said, I'm short a few things here. This, I mean, could be Whizbang. It's golden. Let's see how many golden. He's got a golden coin. It's definitely a Whizbang. That's, well, if it's aggro, that's really good. If it's because he didn't have a 1-drop, but if a hero powers me, all right. Big Spell Mage. Either that or a really bad aggro deck. And if it's a really bad aggro deck, I've already won. Stonehill. Let's get some pressure. Biggest thing here is probably this dude. This is what we want. We want pressure. We want big stuff. That is why we are definitely saving our Omega Assembly. Yep. Big Spell Mage. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about that. I'm not armoring up and I actually physically don't think I can kill it. And I'm not filling out my mana by playing this card. This is a control matchup. I need to be as greedy as I can. Good thing for me is I have a nice greedy end. I've got Elise, which is really good. I've got Zola, which is nice and greedy. Darius, you're not so greedy. If he's a big spell mage, he is not playing anything where I need to play the Ooze. I can play the Ooze and get that out there. Dr. Boom can make me more greedy because armor isn't as important in this matchup. Yeah, because I think what we do here is we Crowley this. Because I want some minions. I want to put the pressure on. He will fight back. But so I need to it's a tricky one. I need to fight with moderate pressure. Stuff that is threatening but not easy to exhaust, like yeah. But that's one Meteor that, like all my big mechs that I'm going to get later on, he's not going to be able to fight against. So I probably could have played the Dynamatic and tanked up there, but I mean I've got a Reckless Flurry, but am I ever going to use it? I suppose. Well, Azalina later on, I suppose, but no, that was really good. That was really good against me. I actually am tempted. How many cards you got in hand? 8. I'm tempted to Azalina now. Because his hand's going to be better than mine. I just ripped Jaina. Oh, that was nice. That was tasty, that was. I just ripped Jaina, I did. I have Jaina now. Because I had 2 Brawls and a Reckless Flurry. What am I going to do with those? I don't need those. He's going to coin Jaina. Of course he's going to coin Jaina. If he doesn't, he's an idiot. I mean, he could play Syndragosa. Syndragosa is another option. Play his Astromancer. That's the thing. What are you going to do? Dragon's Fury. All right. Guess who's online? Hey, how you doing, man? Welcome. Well, if you're not going to Jaina, I'm going to Jaina. I shall Jaina first. Do not fear power. Fear those who wield it. I'm now Jaina. Hiya. I'm now going to grind you out. Fear those who wield it. The problem I've got here is the problem I've got here is I was thinking playing RuneScape. Oh, cool. I hear that's a really good game. The problem I've got here started Iron Man. Okay. The problem I've got here is I
must decide.
I can't play Dr. Boom because that's just a waste. I think I'm significantly downgrading what I am. I can't play Syndragosa and ping because he's just going to ping off mine. I suppose I could. I'm terribly wrong with that.
I must decide.
I could try and Dragon's Fury and clear the board. That seems a little weak. I think I'm an Astromancer. It's interesting. That's interesting. All right, I could lose this based on that decision or something else. I don't know. I was trying to think of what else is a good high-value target to Zola, and I was like, there's not much else. It's stuff like that. Maybe Syndragosa, but I'm not sure about Syndragosa. So
I must decide.
I'm trying to think about this. I'm trying to deny his water elementals. I'm glad this is the second game and not the last game. I also can't decide whether I should be Dr. Booming or not. I wonder, now I'm Jaina, should I stick with being Jaina?
I must decide.
So I was hoping for a better 8, I'll be honest with you. There are a lot of good 8. Of course, 4 or less. I have Stonehill, Owl, and Mind Control Tech, which are... Oh, and the 2 Eternium Rovers. 6s. That kills the entire board. But if it pulls out my Owl, I'll be really annoyed. I suppose that's the only problem, is his deck is better designed at handling, at taking a lot of things. I recently got Frostlich Jaina. I think it's a good one, but don't know how to use it in a deck. Help. I now hope that you're a newer player who doesn't have a fantastic collection. Frostlich Jaina is a great card, really good card. Love her, really do. But she really requires a bit of a deck around her. I tell you what, remind me when we finish this, I'll go into the collection manager and I'll try and show maybe what a cheap version you can do with her. I'm trying to use her right now, but I'm not sure what the best play is. My calculations are flawless. Jeez. Oh, keep low rolling this stuff. Low roll after. What is all these 8s about? This is 8 is supposed to be a really good class to do, a really good roll to do it. Now I can pretty much guarantee I'm going to roll 3. In fact, I am going to roll 3 because it's on my Dragon's Fury, which in some ways I can use to my advantage because I know what I'm going to roll. When I play Dragon's Fury, I know what I'm going to roll. And in theory, you're like, that's great because that means I know what I'm going to do. But the problem is the fact that I don't know how much that's going to accomplish. Yeah, I have that. I wish I'd been able to turn into Boom and then Jaina, because then my mechs would still have Rush. Speaking of which... Like here, I know it's going to roll a 3. But that doesn't help. Oh, it really doesn't help.
The time is now.
The reason I pinged my own minion there was so that he didn't trade with the Mortal Elemental and ping it off. He's probably about to do... Oh, he already had a Flame Strike. I already knew that. I messed that up. Should we change game plans? If I double Dragon's Fury, I know I'm going to clear the board. I'm really annoyed that I lost my Omega assemblies. They were really what was going to help me. Maybe I should play Syndra Ghost from Ping before I boom. The problem I've got here is the fact that his deck takes so much better advantage of being Jaina than my deck does.
My calculations are flawless.
That's fine. I don't think I can win. I think taking his hand, I think, was completely the correct decision. I had a useless hand. He had a much better hand. Taking his hand, I think, was the correct decision. The problem I've got here now is I've been trying to beat him at playing Jaina, and my deck just isn't geared for it. I don't have anything in my deck that can help with that kind of stuff. Like, I actually seriously think, to stand a chance, I need to turn into Dr. Boom and start discovering mechs. I seriously think that's what I need to do. The second I turn into Dr. Boom, though, he's going to play Syndragosa.
I must decide.
And my one remaining Reckless Flurry is not very good. Now he can attack Ping, which is probably what he's going to do. Yeah, I'm battling out of this because I don't think I can win. I don't think I can win. I think his deck is just so much better at being Jaina than mine is. And because I lost my Omega Assemblies, I basically lost all my ability to produce pressure, which is what, there you go, disenchant extra dust. Which is basically what I needed to do to win that match. So, right, you went out with Frostlynch Jaina. So, new deck, Age. Right, obviously this is the one that Jaina's in, but if you have a look at it, it's quite an expensive deck. It asks for Dragon Collar Lana, 2 Pyroblasts, which are epics. Lots of epic, another legendary, 2 epics. To play that kind of big deck is you're never going to manage it. So my recommendation would be some kind of elemental deck. So if we put in Jaina, stick in Jaina, and then type in elementals, and I won't put in elemental. I won't put in anything higher than a rare, because I don't think it's fair to put in stuff that will cause you to have to craft it for expenses. Right, I think 2 Shimmering Tempests. 2 regular Water Elementals, 2 Steam Surges, 2 Bonfire Elementals. For now, 2 Ley Lines. 2 Lesser Ruby Spellstones. 2 Fireflies, 2 Glacial Shards, 2 Tar Creepers. Servant, Stone Shaper. It would be great to have Blaze Callers, but they're very expensive. 2 Storm Watcher or 2, yeah, because you can. 2 Fire Plumes. Maybe 2 Nightmare Amalgams. Right, I think we can trim this down. You don't need all the elementals in the world. So, right, let's trim out the really not very good ones. I think Tolvir is possibly fine. Let's get rid of the Storm Watchers. Let's get rid of one of those. I don't think you're going to be producing anything amazing with the ley lines. Let's cut down to one ley line and one water elemental. We've got lots of fours. We need to get rid of some fours. One Stone Shaper and a Phoenix. Let's cut you down to that for now. So there you go. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 elementals. So when you do get your Jaina online, your life steal thing is going to happen. Now this is going to be a very, clearly a very board control sort of minion base, not minion base, but you want to kill things on the board, very mid-rangey. So if we want to make it mid-rangey. Now normally this kind of deck, this big elemental deck that Kibler runs the 2 Booker Spectres, but they're an epic, so I'm not going to put those in which case you want 2 Frostbolts. I'd say Glyphs, but again, epics. Possibly 2 Arcane Intellects. I mean, you could really make it very specific and make it odd Elemental Mage, but I've heard that that's really difficult to make work. Probably 2 Fireballs. How are we doing on the curve? That's not too bad. What's your 5s? You can have 2 Gigglings. Because invent 2 Giggling Inventors. I mean, that's a pretty good one. Right there. You've got a decent curve there going on, peaking around 4 or 5. You haven't got much late game. I mean, Jaina pretty much is your entire late game, so if you don't draw her, you're kind of screwed. Maybe you don't need the 2 Glacial Shards. Maybe that's a little much. It still doesn't lower your elemental count by that much. Maybe you want something a little 7+y in here. Good cards. If you don't have a Lich King yet, you should really craft yourself a Lich King. Lich King is like ridiculously good. You could put Bone Mares in. I wouldn't, but you could. 6 drops. You could put in a... Oh, you haven't got Skulking Geist. The 2 big counters to the modern stuff, but you're probably not going to be facing that. You probably don't really need to worry about that. Yeah, as far as top end is concerned, there isn't really much you could put in. You could put the Storm Watchers back in, maybe. I don't know if you were around when you got a Marin, the Fox, those Kobolds and Catacombs, but I mean, it's not brilliant, to be honest. Cauldron Elemental, I don't think anybody's ever run that, but maybe. I mean, Violet Worm's good with Jaina, so Violet Worm would be an interesting choice. Just cheap options. I'm just trying to see what's cheap. I mean, I don't have all the cards, so... But I have most commons and rares, so... I don't think it overly... Nothing overly we're missing that I can't talk to you about. Yeah. I mean, I'd go with this for now just because it's basically a low curve deck. You need to get onto the board early, and then if that fails, get Jaina out and hopefully control the board a little bit more. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7 things that you can discount with ley line, so I think having 1 is good. Plus, it's a 4 mana 4/5, which is good stats. Other anti-aggro tools. There isn't much. Put 2 mana worms in. You've got a few spells, not many, but you've got a few spells. 1, 2, potentially 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You've got a few spells. You can put in 2 mana worms. Probably pretty good. If you like mage as a class, I would definitely, if you can afford it, definitely recommend crafting primordial glyphs. They're really good. Just like really, really good. Unless you're running big spell mage, they're just really good. Or the alternative is craft some meteors, and I'd stick some meteors in here just for a bit of removal. Not putting in any epics is really tough. I can afford not to put any more legendaries in. That's easy. That one I've got no problem with. But not putting in some epics, like if this was me finishing out this list, I'd put in a meteor and a Lich King, but that's almost the price of the rest of your deck there. If that was me, that's the expensive version I would use to add up. It just adds a little bit more late game. You've got a little bit more removal there, a little bit more late game to shore yourself up against things happening. Do you know, I'd even take out the second Fireplume Phoenix and just go straight for... oh no, you've already running 2 Steam Surges. What else we got at 4? Do we need another 4? Yeah, what else we got at 4? Not much. Bit of Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker's a nice tech. Silence. Silence is really helpful. So Spellbreaker's a nice tech. If you don't have one, craft one. The silence is always going to be useful, and it's generally the best body for silence at the moment. Yeah. It's tough. It's very tough because I'm not trying to use any epics or rares. You could put an ooze in early on. You could take out the Lich King, because that's the cheaper out of the 2s. I'm putting in Acidic Swamp Ooze. It's really good against decks with weapons, and it's a basic card, so I assume you have it. Other than that, the only problem is with Meteor is that that's specific to Mage. At least if you crafted Lich King is specific, is general, and Lich King is just so good. It's like, although it's not wasn't one of the top ones that played at the playoffs this weekend. That was like Kaliseth, and Kaliseth was the top one. I can't remember what number 2 was. I'll have to look on Reddit to find out, but I know Kaliseth was number 1. But Lich King is up there. Lich King is just generally very good in any deck. So if you're going to craft anything, if anybody says what one legendary you're going to craft, people generally say Kaliseth or Lich King. Though Kaliseth does require a little bit more of a deck type to work. So personally, I would go more towards Lich King, just because it's just so universally good. Oh, I like the Baku and Gemp. I think you've got Baku, you said, because I made you a Nod Paladin, didn't I? So yeah, that's probably the cheapest I would do it. I know the most expensive card, obviously you said you had Frostlich Chainer, and the only epic in there is Meteor. If you had access to Lich King, I would definitely get Lich King in there somewhere. If you had access to a few other cards like Primordial Glyphs, I'd get them in there too. But I think that there is pretty... Oh, Nightmare and Amalgam is a epic. Oh, I'm going to have to take those out. I'm going to have to throw some more elementals. Maybe we go back and throw the Glacial Shards in there. I think we're back and throw the Glacial Shards back in there. I forgot Nightmare Amalgam was an epic. Can't have that. Yeah, so maybe... There you go. That's... still all over the place. I've thinned the 3s a little bit. Probably didn't need to thin the 3s as much. In fact, let's go back to elementals. Let's go back to 3 drops. Let's just go 3 drops in general. Any good ones? Good ones. Not really. Mind control tech. Maybe take out Glacial Soul and put mind control tech in. Mind control tech's not a bad card. You've got a couple of tech cards in here. Acidic Swampoos, mind control tech for the aggro decks. It's pretty good. Yeah. Not enough dust at the most. Sorry about that. If you play a little bit more, if you're a bit more patient, keep earning your gold. Keep doing your dailies. Keep playing Tavern Brawl every week. If you can. Excuse me there. For me personally, that's the cheapest I can make it without it being complete trash. Without it just being complete crap. So that is what I would recommend. You've got a bit of value in your Spellstone. A little bit of good stuff there with your Arcane Intellect. A little bit of anti-aggro with your Mind Control Tech and your Tar Creeper. You can manipulate it with Glacial Shard. You've got Acidic Swampoos if they've got a weapon, Spellbreaker for a bit of tech. You've got your sort of your mid-range minions around here. Your Servant Calavos gives you a little bit more value, but obviously Jaina is your really big value. That's your big value. That is the best I could recommend as far as keeping it cheap is concerned with. Apart from Meteor, which is the only epic, and if you absolutely had to replace that, maybe either throw in another Glacial Shard or another Acidic Swampoos, heck, even another Mind Control Tech, Leyline Manipulator, Spellbreaker, any of the cards you've got one of. If you don't have a Meteor, any of the cards you've got one of would reasonably do. And the rest are commons and rares. So hopefully you should be able to eke those out somewhere. But I can't. I'd struggle to do an all common version. I'd have to lose the Spellstone, Mind Control Tech, Leyline, Steam Surger, Stone Shaper, Bonfire, Giggling Servant. An all common version would look stupid. I don't think I can make another. I could see a Disneyland deck that Crit made, which was just made all of commons and basic cards. Thanks. We'll see how much that copy. Yeah, I'd give you a deck code, but I don't know if copy. Can I put that in chat? Is that going to work? Oh no, it just says custom mage. It doesn't work. So I can't just straight put the deck code in there, unfortunately. So see how much you can do with that. I'm afraid that's. Here we go. Cheap elementals. That's the best I can do for now, I'm afraid. As far as making it as cheap as possible. Don't need that anymore. So, yeah. Full elemental. This is Kibler's list. Or one earlier version of Kibler's list, which is really good. But it's got 2 epics here, 2 epics there, a legendary, 2 more epics. Oh, Stonehill. Oh, let's go back and put Stonehill in. Stonehill's a good card. Put Stonehill in. Oh, I was looking for 3 drops. Tell you what, take the Meteor out to make it cheap. Take the Glacial Shard out. And Stonehill. How could I forget Stonehill? 2 Stonehills. Stonehills are great. You probably have Stonehills from having your Odd Paladin deck anyway, so you probably got those. Stonehills are great. Yeah, definitely should have those 2 in there. So, and that's a little bit more. And that's a bit more like we see of the curve. Again, there's nothing over 5. You're a very mid-range deck. Get on the board, stay on the board. When you play the deck, you want Firefly, you want your Spellstones, and don't even be afraid to take 3 drops. You've got some good 3 drops in there, but you're looking for Fireblight, you're looking for Spellstone, maybe even Frostbolt, Bolt and Ooze. Shimmering Tempest, okay, but they are coming in a little bit more later. You treat that more as like a value card. You play that once you've played Jaina, and then your hero power becomes 2 mana, add a spell to your hand, and create a water elemental. That makes it a bit better. I forgot about Stonehill. That'll make it cheaper because there's no Meteor in there. So, and Stonehill will be good. What else did Kibler run? Steam Surges. He did run Fire Plume Phoenix, but I think he was tossing between those and Steam Surges. Pyros, but that's again a legendary. The Spellstone. The Book of Spectres, but that's epic, so you can't really go down that route. So I think he has an updated version with like Giggling Inventor and stuff and things like that. I haven't checked in a while, so yeah. So yeah, there you go. One final time. That would be my recommendation. Outside of Jaina, obviously you've got Jaina, so that doesn't count. Everything else is either basic, common, or rare. That's probably about the best you can do, I think, for probably the dust you've got. A lot of these cards, the cards that aren't mage specific are quite good staples. Like, I mean, Servant Candlemass is pretty good, but not fantastic. Giggling Inventor is really, really good. Tolve is not bad. Spellsbreaker is really, really good. Tar Creeper is really good. Stonehill's really good. Mind Control Tech's really good. Ooze you probably have. Fireflies are really good, and I think you already have them from Odd Paladin. So all the neutral cards are just, you should probably already have them in your collection anyway, because they are just really good cards. And the others, see if you've got them, see if you've not. It's a shame of all the Death Knights to get the best Death Knight for, where am I? Where's me, Old Warrior? There you go. The best Death Knight to get for a new player is something like Rexar. Because Rexar, Malfurion, possibly Blood Reaver Gul'dan, but Rexar and Malfurion, you can just literally stick them in any deck. Bloody Rexar. You say his name enough and he sticks. Right. I want to keep Mind Control Tech. I kind of want to keep Reckless Flurry. Brawl. And Mega Assembly can say bye-bye. That's not bad. So,
None will survive.
I'm assuming he's Death Rattle. Though with a golden portrait, he could be Whizbang. Oh, he's Secret. Oh, okay, that's quite cool. Secret's cool. Secret, I think I have a slightly better chance at because it's a little bit more aggressive. It doesn't have as much long game. Do we attack? Yeah, because he's probably got bow. Oh, freezing. That was a really bad choice to play freezing against my 1-drop. That was a really bad choice. And I mean, I assume you're holding. I'm assuming this middle card here that you held on to is Spellstone. Wow, that's bad. That's really bad. I think I just play my 1-drop again, get him out of hand. That's really bad. That is. Right, I was dreading this. I'm now not as worried. Right. Now I could Hero Power, coin, Reckless Flurry. Because Shore is good. Shore is really good. If I life, though, I think I'm going to coin and do this. Because he can still throw other things into it. Like if he spells stones, he can throw 2 wolves into it. But then I can still Reckless Flurry to clear the board. Yeah. That's fine. And now I just Reckless Flurry. And retank up. Well, that's Shore out of the way. I'm happy about that. Shore is a good card. Shore can help defend and really push damage and stuff. Hyena's fine. Not too worried about that. Shield block. See what we get. Dynamatic. Do I want to just shield slam this now? Do I want to just... Well, I'm definitely going to tank up. Do I definitely just want to shield slam this now? No, not really. I think I can afford to take a hit. I think I can afford to take a bit of damage. I want to say take a bit of damage. Alright, when I said take a bit of damage. Well, that's a solution. Kibler's right. Super Collider is really good. Like, really good. I think this is, Whizbang. Whoa, that's not a good idea. That is not a good idea. That is a really bad idea. Trying to beat me down. Throwing your cards at my face to beat me down. Because now I'm just going to tank up every turn and go. Also, order there was very important. I had to Dynamatic before Ooze because the Dynamatic could maybe potentially hit the Ooze. It's weird. Another kill command? Oh, Rexar. Oh, okay. Now I'm in trouble. Hey, Shlomi Show, how you doing? Welcome. Oh, okay. It's a bit weird, but okay. I suppose technically I am going to trade with you like that, actually. Because I can. Shield block. Baku's not great. Oh, I didn't know that worked like that. I didn't know that worked like that. I didn't know if I killed the minion that it doesn't poke it, super slide it. Well, there you go. I've learned that the hard way. See, now he's going to build a beast every turn, and I'm going to be kind of in trouble. I have removal. I have brawls and things, but wow. He's like, I must kill you. Build a beast last. That's weird. Right, if it is, I was going to say, if it is freezing, I'm in there. Like, that's a weird one. Okay, well, it's not freezing then. Because it's 7, so it's Mega Assembly. Taunt, Goblin Bombs, Meat Wagon. What would Meat Wagon get? I haven't got anything with 0 attack. So unless I've magneticed something bigger to it. But I do think playing the Taunt has value. So I can armor up as well. And now I know it's not Swipe. The problem is he's building beasts now. So this is where I've got to be careful. Which one? Big O Taunto. Alright then. I suppose let's think this through. If I tank up and shield slam Katharena, I can then collide this with whatever comes out. Now, if it's another Witchwood Grizzly, then that's fine, and I'll just deal with those two. But if it's a King Crush, I can pretty much guarantee I'll kill the Witchwood Grizzly. Doing good, how about you? I'm doing okay. I'm trying to think through these turns a little bit more complicated than I needed to. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So now I can trade here. I can trade here. I can play Dynamatic. I'm done. There we go. Whew. I sort of knew what my plan was there. I mean, it depended on what came out of the Kathrena, if it was King Crush or not. Oh, we've also learned he's not Whizbang, so... That's fine, but my taunt guy just trades straight into that. Unless you attack the taunt guy. Huh? Are you a bot? Are you a bot? I think this guy's a bot. He feels like a bot. God's got me and 8. Two of these, gosh. Let's tank up. I think that's fine. Wouldn't mind finding Boom anytime soon. Really wouldn't mind finding Boom. This guy's plays don't make any sense. That guy has Echo and Rush. Why aren't you using him to attack the two to attack those and save some value? This guy's strange. This guy's very strange. Crowd is coming down. I don't understand. Again, he's either a really bad player or he's a bot. Why would you play Eagle Horn Bow and then equip a candle shot over the top of it? Okay. Stone's going back to listen to thing. Okay, so we go. Pop. Pop. Is it 2 or less? Good. It's not 2. Tank up because we can. That fills my board, which I don't really want to do. I need to do something with these guys. I'm kind of just sitting there not really doing anything. I need Boom to find a magnetic. Right. I do think this guy is a bot. He's an idiot or a bot. Oh, which is worse. I get the player's secret discover thing, but surely if you're going to craft your beasts, craft it beforehand. I don't understand. Dr. Boom Mad Genius, that's what I was looking for. Right, let's test. Wandering Monster. Haha. Right. Do I want to just brawl this board? Go face and brawl. Possibly, yeah. Seems like the best opportunity I'm going to get to use a brawl. What wins? Goblin Bomb! Goblin Bomb for the win! Right, more Goblin Bombs. I wanted to do something about them. More out. So weird. Right, don't throw this. I want to play Boom. I really want to play Boom. Okay. Fine. That's a weird choice. Okay. Alright. Right, if I'm going to play Boom, it's now. don't really want Blast Shield. Right. I'm letting him build up a little bit so I can either mind control tech or brawl again if I need to. Ooh, that's nasty. Right, this isn't a sure thing. That's really annoying. Well, it's not if he doesn't trade this off. As if he goes face with both of them. So. Big grizzlies are going to be nasty. Why did he go face? I'm just going to figure it out. Alright. Nice little raptors is quite good. Goes well with the brawl. If we're trading you, Giggles can trade, but I don't want them to. Zap's not bad. How many cards? He's got 7. It's my 8, but some of those are some big these. This is the only annoying thing. This is why this deck can afford to play like an aggro start and then finish with Rexar. And they don't even need cards that synergize. That's the difference between it and Jaina. It doesn't even need any cards. Stealth 6/6, nice. You're just like dying for me to brawl you or something. Zola. What do I want a Zola? I don't know if I want a Zola or anything. I can zap you. Should we try and trade this one? Okay. Then do I want a Zola the Giggles? Do I want a Zola Azalina? I don't really want a Zola Azalina. Zolring Azalina seems... In fact, I can't Zola Azalina. That seems... It's a stupid thing to say. I think I want a Zola the Giggles. It could be Explosive, Misdirection, or Wandering Monster. If it's Wandering Monster, I don't really want to trigger it because I don't really know what it could be. I think I'm done. Blast Shield. I want to Discover a Mech. Wow. Put me to 9 cards, that's fine. I could use one of these bombs for once, that's good. Right. That's fine. Oh, there's another one. Oh, wow. Well, there goes all my brawl targets. It's a good thing I've got this.
Nice little raptors.
There we go. All right, to one. That's fine. 2. I'm really not overly draining him out of cards, am I? Oh, I keep getting the crap one. Stop rolling the crap one. He's had so many things added to his deck. It's ridiculous. Got it back. I really don't want to shield slam this because that's just such a weak thing to do. Oh, I can do this. which is nice. Forgot my mechs had rush. That's really helpful. It's pretty good. A little late, but pretty good. Let's cover a mech next turn. It's interesting. I mean, I haven't got the Azalina yet. I wouldn't play the Azalina yet. I'd play the Azalina when he's got a handful of big beasts that I want to play. Nullify is good. Now a 6/5 that you can't target with spells. That's pretty good. Problem is he's just going to keep crafting beasts. There's no way around that. There's absolutely no way around that. Nothing I can do about that, but... There's Azalina. I'm not playing her yet. Right. Is there any way? 1... 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can do that. And I can just play the mind control tech because I don't think he's going to be summoning one big beast per turn. So, and I have the Reckless Flurry if he decided to go a little wide. Probably want to use the Shield Slam soon because I can't guarantee when the next Blast Shield's going to show up. What's he at? 3 cards. 3 cards. So I'm 1 card ahead. Fine. It's not really the kind of thing I want to be using. No. Jeez. Talk about anti-fatigue. Talk about things I want to use my Shield Slam on. Oh, another Nullify. That's good. Because that's game. Oh! Oh! Oh, so satisfying. Oh. That was satisfying. I was really satisfied. I was going, boom. Pull that out of nowhere. Oh, that's satisfying. I'm not going to log many games tonight at this rate. So, I'm already an hour into my stream and I've played 3 games. I'm not going to log many games. I knew I wasn't going to. With Odd Warrior, I knew I wasn't going to log many games. They were going to be. I was going to be playing like 7 games and they're going to be long, drawn out. And I knew they were going to be tough, but... QWERTY people. This guy likes keyboards. Right. Oh. Druids. Not so good on the Druids. Don't need the Reckless Flurry. If it turns out he's token, I've got time to draw. Board clears. Ziliax could be good. But I don't think... I think I need something a little... I can keep the Dynamatic because that is good to take down mid-range minions.
None will survive.
Now, what kind of druid? Oh. What kind of druid are you? Azalina's an interesting pickup. Because with Azalina, I mean, if he's Togwaggle, and I manage to catch him before he drops Dream Head Forest, no wild growth on turn 1 or 2 is great. Ooh, we shall shield block. I've got the Ziliax back. I'll probably be pulling that out next turn. Unless he decides to swipe my 1-drop, which would be silly. Twig! Right. Okay. Right. Obviously, I'd love to grab Gluttonous Ooze in the next 3 turns. But I don't think I'm going to. Mana. Cards! I suppose you got Twig. You gonna swing? You gonna swing? Let's just play Elise. Let's just keep beating him down. Yeah, if it's Malagos, I tried this before. Now, Twig means at least it's not Mecha Cthulhu, which was my inaugural play with this deck. That was hilarious. Swipe? Spellstone? Moonfire, wow. Why are you moonfiring that? You know, I could have moonfired the other one.
Aloof Neladar.
Again, I think we're just putting the pressure on. Just going to town as much as we can. That's not great, but if he's Malagos, he's used a Moonfire in 2 swipes. So I'm like, yay. Thanks for using all your burn. Why didn't he swing with Twig? That's a bit weird. Does my hand suck that much that I just want to Azalina him now? Azalina his 7 cards. Just see what's the shizzles. I mean, these are all going face no matter what. That's happening no matter what. I mean, if I can play Baku, I play Baku. The problem I've got here is this is slightly worse against the spreading plague, I suppose. But like, I've really got to start beating him down now. Infurium, that's fine. Naturalize. Spellstone. Poke. He probably hasn't got much to work with. And he's definitely Malagos, so I do not want to use this flurry. I do want to just keep tanking up. I don't even think I attack. Not at any point. He's used both of his swipes though, so I suppose this attacking here is fine. Is the whole, do I want to play Omega Assembly now, or do I want to play next turn? I'm worried that I'm being too greedy. Now, obviously, he's not using his ooze to get to 10 mana. He's at 10 mana. So, he's using his ooze, using his twig to get to 10 mana. So he really wants to, I really want to get to the twig now, but drop, gain 6 armor, gain 6 armor. Gain 6 armor, gain 6 armor. But that's fine, unless you're a Malitog. I mean, he must be Malitog now. He must be wanting to Malitog me. because he's used both Moonfires and both swipes, and I'm like, what are you doing? I think I just play Baku here. UI. I don't draw anything of important. I'd be tempted to Azalina next turn. Another Omega Assembly. Seven. That's pretty good. I don't think this is worth brawling yet. The Togwaggle win condition I'm worried about. He doesn't even have to play Florist. He can just go Togwaggle, swing, Azalina. Owl doesn't help. 8.
Light the fuses!
Just play a big one, because I can. I can nullify that next turn, which would be awesome. If he decides not to hit it. Cards he's got left in his deck, 5. I think he's going for Togwaggle. Innovate? Innovate? Plague. Alright. Can magnetic this one. I don't think I'm magnetic this one. Because I can. I got a 316 that can't be targeted. Doesn't mean anything if he swaps my deck. I'm trying to find when's the prime point. If he draws 3 cards, then Azalina him next turn. Or is he going to swing with Twig now? So I want to see what his plan is. Yeah, Togwaggle. I thought as much. Problem is I couldn't take the discounted one. And because he had Twig, he could do it all in one turn. So... Yeah. Just don't help. I was never emptying my hand enough to play that. There's no way I was playing like the Malagos and stuff and things like that. I don't want number of fatigue I'm on. He wasn't ending his turn with the full hand, was he?
The cycle of decay begins. Your soul is in my hands. Out of my jungle!
I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep Malagos stuck to the board.
Handle smash!
My only bonus is he's generally going to be getting a bunch of cards that... And it is any good. No, I'm done. I possibly could have won that. Maybe. But I don't think I was going to. That wasn't a very interesting thing to watch because at the end of the game, I knew I was screwed against that deck to begin with. When he started just throwing his Moonfires and Swipes, I thought he's relying on his Toggle plan here. He's not relying on me coming at me with an honest game plan. Hey! The decks I'm supposed to beat. Let's see if I can. I think I keep one of my board clears. I know it's late game, but I think I keep my board clear. I don't ask Lena, jeez. None shall survive. Or none shall survive again. I don't need to. No, don't give me my value cards. I need my anti-thing cards. Are you coining out another one drop? You're not giving me the cards I want. I want my Reckless Flurries, I want my Shield Blocks, I want my Stonehill Defenders, my Oozes, my Shield Slants, my Eternium Rovers.
The light protects me.
But we fight. Dynamatic's pretty good. But that's a mech, so that's an out.
Reporting for duty.
The light dims, but we fight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't quite. Now, if he's smart here, he'll just like hero power and end.
Reporting for duty.
This board, I'm going to Dynamatic. I should be able to kill most things. Maybe you, Lasky.
Light the fuses!
There we go. Oh, and I killed all the recruits as well. That's really
By
good.
the holy light!
By killing all the recruits is really good.
Access denied.
Killing all the recruits is really good for us. I think Giggles. Let's turn him over as well. If he's got a Blood Knight, we're fucked. Well, if we've got Blood Knight, we're brawling. Blood Knight? No. Fine. Do we go one more turn? Game Twix overextend a little bit more. I think we do. We Stonehill. You're good. I think we Zola the Dynamatic. We leave that. It's fine. That's where Brawl comes in.
Reporting for duty.
As long as this big thing doesn't win, that'd be great. And if one of mine things won, that'd be really good, but yeah, that's not good. We're turning over. Tank up. That's fine.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Dynamatic again.
Light the fuses!
Good. Pretty much. Oh, I think that was almost guaranteed to happen anyway, so. I contemplated the Gemstud and the Gluttonous Ooze there, but a level up just would have been really devastating.
Reporting for duty.
I could have tanked up afterwards if I didn't want as much damage on the bot thing, but is he gonna level up?
For duty.
I don't know whether to play Dr. Boom or not. All the time I have alternative plays, I will. But I think I'll play when I'm like virtually got nothing left. Then I'll play Dr. Boom.
I wonder.
Well, he hasn't hit level up yet, which is really nice, but that sucks. At least I got out for that.
Reporting for duty.
We're definitely owling this. I think we play Boom now. Because I do get 7 armor from this. The bots are good. Level up.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah. That's what Brawl was created for. Oh, a little bot one as well, even better. Shield blocks, Stone Defender. Come on. That's fine.
Reporting for duty.
Shield block, good. I like shield block. Do I ping Shield Collide? I think I ping here. Super Collider this. Which way is it going? That way, it's good. I think we do this. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, I don't want so much to discover a mech. Flash shield over and over and over.
The light protects me.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, good. I get to do a little experiment here because I'm going to play Reckless Flurry. So I get to do a little experiment. Oh, well, I can do a little experiment anyway. If I poke this, yeah, it still does it. Oh, that's cool. Let's discover a mech. Rush. Death Roller 2 and Rush Chance with Spark. I don't want that. I think I want you. Stonehill. Drake is really good. I think we'll use Joey Butt. There we go. That's actually, this is one of the best decks that dealing 1 damage to all is good against.
The light dims.
It's literally one of the best decks for it.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, and with the Primordial Drake, this is so good. Oh, that was so good. I think I can do this. I think I'm getting there. Swing at me?
Reporting for duty.
Ooh, I suppose you can afford to.
Reporting for duty.
Darius Crown is good.
Light the fuses.
Okay, I was actually going to Darius Crowley if there was a leftover, but clearly not. That's a good one.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Yes, Omega Assembly. Oh, yes. Ridiculously good. There we go. I think I got this.
Reporting for duty.
Converting stored energy.
That's good for you.
Reporting for duty.
Take that.
The victory is
Yes! Oh, I was very quiet about that. I wasn't doing very good. I wasn't being a very good streamer whilst I was being really quiet about that. So I was really concentrating. I was about to get very salty if I lost another game. Because those, like, the Druid deck is a combo deck. So I'm not supposed to win it. It's, those decks are... and there was maybe something I did there at the end. I think I messed up at the end. I think I could have won. This is why I don't go pro. I think I missed up at the end there. I think I could have won that. But, yeah, we'll see. Those are the matchups I'm supposed to win. That's good. I need board clears. I don't need stall. I need board clears. Mind control tech's good. If it turns out to be some kind of like control or cube variant, then the ooze is good. The ooze is good, but
None will survive.
even. No. Ooh, Super Collider is great. Why do you call?
why do you call?
I have the power of precognition. And I'm drawing my board clears, which is pretty good. It was either slow zoo or weird control. I don't really want any of these. I'll take the Stegodon, but I didn't really want any of those. I really wanted my good mechs, my good taunts, but hey, what do you do? I've got to be careful not to hit the table as well, because it shakes.
In the light's name.
There we go, weird zoo. Zoo that didn't have Keleseth or a couple of one-drops, basically. I'm probably afford to play my ooze out, because it's not going to be needed. Bit weird, okay.
Go away.
I actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play Mega Assembly early, because, oh, Dynamatic's great. And then I'm going to play my ooze out, because he's not running Skullaminari. Dreadlord? Doomguard? Funkmats. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's see what Dino can do.
Light the fuses.
That's one. That's one. That's one. That's one. That's one. Yeah. Left the weakest alive. Well done. My Dynamatics have been very good tonight. I can't knock them. They've been very good tonight. Well, I'm sitting good. I got a lot of good stuff at the moment. Oh, you're going to regret that later. Oh, when your worlds collide. I'm vaguely tempted to do it now. Just because I can. But I think actually playing the other Dynamatic is probably the best play. In fact, doing that and then playing Dynamatic is just better. I think that's actually the better play. It's a more consistent board clear there. But he's going to regret that when he faces Super Collider.
It's playtime.
It's weird. Wow. This is a very badly drawn zoo. Oh, you did that to get 8 hands so you can play it. Was it doubling imp? I don't know. Shitslam's pretty good. Trade here. Go face. We shield block. Rolls good. And play the Stegodon. I could have hero powered, but then I wouldn't have gotten to draw my card. And I think they're drawing the card. And it's more mana efficient. I'm also not in a terrible life total right now. What are you making that's massive? Is it a doubling into or a Serenite change gank? Yeah.
Stop copying me.
You are about to be in a world of pain. Like a serious world of pain. Watch this. Oh. And I know one ooze is gone. If you're running 2 ooze, hardcore run 2 ooze, that's fine. That Super Collider just paid for itself. With those attacks alone. Oh, this feels unfair. This just feels really unfair. What? What? FYI, this is not how to play a zoo deck. This is not how to play a zoo deck. Do not play zoo like this. Do not play zoo like this.
This jungle hides many secrets.
Do not play zoo like this. I played the Elise because it was really good. It's a body on the board, which is good. And then I tanked up because you want to tank up as much as you can. But also because I don't really want to play any of the cards. I could have just played the Baku. But I think the Elise was good enough. I'm just going to super collide those. Just literally collide them. Like, going to crash into one. Collide. Ooh, I'm going to do that as well. There you go. Finish off that one.
Aloof Nevermore.
It's Zoos. I don't have to care about his life total. He'll tap himself to death. All I have to do is just keep clearing his board, which I'm doing extremely efficiently. And I haven't even had to tap into my big board clears like Brawl yet. So, this is the deck. These are the decks that this deck is really good against. Odd Paladin, I struggled a little bit. I was quite worried at certain points, but like this is just not fair. I'm just kicking his ass. Like, should we play? Yeah, magnetic. Oh, there you go. I hadn't even decided what to do. He wasn't even going to let me play it out. No, I don't think it mattered. I was going to win that. I'm surprised if he's trying to climb. I'm surprised he didn't quit a long time ago. It's like, no, matchup done. No, no good. Can't beat you. Bye bye. I'm surprised he didn't do that. So, who's a mind control tech? Hey, what am I up against? Two decks where ooze and mind control tech are probably not very good. Stonehill's pretty good. Should we keep the mind control tech just so I've got a body to play? Control priest. I like this deck. I really do like this deck. And if I was in a kind of a zone where everyone was just grinding aggro decks. Just aggro, aggro, aggro. Notice the odd rogue, the odd paladin, and you forgot to play your quest, mate. Odd paladin, odd rogue, zoo warlock, and they're just like, you know, trying to grab. This is a great deck to play against them. It just crushes them. However, I'm facing such a mix of decks here. It's so weird. Right, I need greed. Greed. These aren't greedy enough, so we're going to take another Stonehill. I need greedo.
Is someone injured?
Because he's being greedy. I think we go in here. Coin. Don't attack. Oh, he's a mech! I forgot about that. Well, I need to do that anyway, it's fine. Forgot it doesn't hit other mechs. I need to kill my... I may as well have done that anyway, because that was the most... My Stonehill would have died. So, I may as well have done that anyway. I could have super collided, I suppose. And crashed the North Shire into there. But I suppose, what would I want? A 2 durability super collider or a 3-4 body? Probably want a 3-4 body. Owl's good, but not right now. Lich King! When we say, you say value, I say Lich King. Value, Lich King, value, Lich King. That's what I'm talking about. If you were an Orthos card, you'd be in this deck. Spirit Lash? Bit weird. I suppose you're...
The end is coming.
I don't want to owl that. I don't care about these minions that much. I don't want to owl it. I'll play Stonehill because I don't care about Stonehill. 9 drops aren't very good. I can't squeeze in hero powers, so it's going to have to be the Fen Creeper. Tank up. In face. Yeah, I wasn't fussed about that.
Do you like to play with fire?
Not particularly. Another Reckless Flurry. Jeez, cards that are. Name a card that is useless to me in this matchup. A Reckless Flurry. I suppose there's an argument there to pre-equip the Super Collider. So I've got it to clear stuff next turn, but this is a control deck. It seems to be a Death Rattle control deck that hasn't played the Priest. That hasn't played the Priest, that hasn't played the Quest. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Actually, as much as I want to play Lich King next turn, that's actually a really great Collider target. That's actually really good. That was exceptionally weak. So I suppose that you're drawing again. And now I can't super collide. Well, in that case, I suppose I'd better just trade. Play Lich King. Oh, this puts me to 10. I'm going to overdraw 1. Oops. Oh well. Shame I'm not overdrawing a Reckless Flurry. I really wanted that card. I got Death Rattle decks. Minion in my deck, I do. I want to empty my hand, but I'm holding onto these useless cards. Brawl, 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 Reckless Flurry. Really great against those aggro decks. But against this deck, it's really not very good. I really need to empty my hand. This literally does nothing. Just trying to empty my hand. Trying to empty my hand. Reckless Flurry twice and then played again. I think he's Mecha Cthulhu. I mean, he could be Mecha Cthulhu.
Is someone injured?
And using the dead ringers to do it, in which case I should be going as Hellblow as possible. He probably is Mecha Cthulhu, and I should really be. This is a Psychic Scream, isn't it? In which case, owl this and go face. Frostmourne, actually, I suppose, technically. Probably is Mecha Cthulhu. And he's visioning for all the screens in the world. Literally the one thing. Literally, I can't play lots of big minions. He's Mecha Cthulhu. There's not much I can do about it. I'm not going to kill him in time. I've probably got, what, 3-4 more turns left, tops. Scrolling. I need to empty these cards out of my hand. He doesn't care how big my deck is. He needs to get his deck smaller. I'm trying to just shrink my hand size down, if anything. Psychic Scream. This card here. Psychic Scream. Is that what did you take with your other Shadow Visions? I have no way of stopping Mecha Cthulhu with this deck. I've got absolutely nothing that manipulates the hand. Like drawing into Elise to then get something off the pack to then, and even then, Dirty Rat and Demonic Project are the only ones. I mean, Elise, pack, big dinosaur. Well, there you go, Elise.
This jungle hides
Pack.
many secrets.
It's the only hope I have of interfering. Otherwise, at the moment, it's just play big stuff. APM Priest? I need to put a taunt in the way. It's APM Priest. Wow. Can he do it quick enough? I didn't put a taunt in the way. I didn't have a taunt, so I didn't have much of a choice in the matter. Let's see if he can do it quick enough. He's got to get up to 60, so... And he's also got to not mess it up. Is he managed it? Hello? 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 Well, he managed it, but I'm like, hello? Well, that sucks, Caboodle. Right, play one more. See, I told you it wouldn't be very many games tonight. Play one more. Do you know what the worst part is not to completely bitch and moan, but it's like, I'm playing this and this is fine and it's going hit and miss. I'm not overly fussed. It's just a game at the end of the day. The thing that's really got me down is I've got my first full-blown proper day. I'm not playing another druid. I'm not playing another druid. I'm not playing another druid. No, I don't care about rank. I'm not going for legends. I don't care about rank. Play again. I want to play a decent game. I don't want to play against combo. Like, that was cool. I thought I had slightly more time because I thought it was Mecha Cthulhu, but I was like, yeah. There we go. Play Hunt.
Let the hunt begin. Victory or death.
I like this deck. It's good, but I didn't realise that how bad a matchup it had against so many other decks. Like, any kind of combo deck just gets crushed. That Control, Jaina, Mirror, I was like, jeez, I don't even know what to do about this. So, is it worth Mega Assembling now? But normally we say, no, you play it on 10, you get 3 cards. Yeah, because if he goes Rexar route, I'll need the value. And just having something to do on turn 1 is not good. And tracking on turn 1, that's nice. And kept this card, which is probably an egg. He's probably going to coin it out now. Or he tracked him. When was he tracking last turn? He had that last turn. Why didn't he tracking? Strange. I'm not just going to straight out ooze because at a minimum I'll hit a candle shot. It's odd. Why didn't you do that turn 1? Yeah, I don't want to play the games that are not fun. I really don't. I do like this deck. It's not that I don't like the deck. I do. It is a fun deck for some things. I just, as good as it is, when it's bad against like nearly half the decks on the ladder, I don't think it's very good. If I was just like coming across like all aggro decks, this is your deck you switch to when you're facing aggro amongst aggro amongst aggro. But I think the ladder's still so wide at the bottom here at the moment, so this is an interesting Hunter. This is not what I expected. Stonehill in Hunter. This I did not expect. This I did not expect at all. We can Darius these.
Rush the enemy! Defend again!
I could have played the Rover, but oh well. Probably should have played the Rover. It's a very strange. Very strange indeed. Oh, hello, kitty cat. Oh, I should have played the Rover. It's a very strange combination of cards here. I think we just giggles. Go face. If he wants to trade here, that's fine. I can use my little giggle to pick it off, or something else to pick it off, maybe. But Stonehill tracking and high main, that's weird stuff. That's fine. Can Dynamatic the 2/2s if I need to, unless he's going to cube. Okay, that's fair. It's not quite as good anymore. So he's Death Rattle Hunter, but he's Death Rattle Hunter with Stonehill Defenders and a very terrible draw. So let's see where these lie. That's pretty good. We're playing Eternium Rover. Interesting.
Warriors of the frozen
Don't like you. I haven't got a shield slam. Love a shield slam. That's a shield block. Shield slam. Brawl. Brawl is interesting. Because I can owl this, but I'd rather owl. If he's running like Terrascale Stalkers, he's running other Death Rattles. So I'd rather save owl for that. I actually think I brawl this. Now, it hasn't clicked end of my turn, so I think one of my dudes survived. The one minion. 1 in 6. That's all I needed was that 1 in 6 to not survive. Cube it. That's it. Cube it, but don't trigger it. 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 Oh, that's me done. That's me done for now. Thanks everybody for the stream. I really appreciate the company. I'll be back on Friday playing Spider-Man. Yes, very much looking forward to that. Should be a good stream. So, up at 7 playing the new Spider-Man. Come join, come all. It should be great fun. Thanks very much, everybody. Take care. See you then.